Jai Sri Ram, friends. Welcome to Bharat Marg. Welcome, Vinay Ji. Thank you for joining us again. And to friends, today we are going to discuss about Jihadi Terror Attack in Canada. Okay, is it Jihadi Terror Attack in Canada? Rather, it's a question mark where media cover up. Okay, you know that most of the media in Canada are run by the government-funded money. And we will ask Vinay Ji about it. Security, no priority for Justin Trudeau, the Canadian PM, you know and let's see what Vinay Ji talks about it. And friends, before going further, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video, ask any questions you have, and also subscribe the channel Bharat Marg if you didn't already, and press the notification bell to stay connected so that whenever we go live, you get informed. And also we send out one dharmic message now every day in your WhatsApp. To get it, just send us a WhatsApp to +1647 9644790, and you and your family can stay connected to the Sanatan Dharma. Okay, Vinay ji, welcome. Yeah, is it a jihadi attack? But there is no news about it. Says what happened really.
So basically, the only newspaper that covered this news was Toronto Sun. Okay, and I think National Post also covered a little bit of that, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, so, but I looked up CP24, CBC, Globe and Mail, and many other media houses, and none of them had this as their headlines or even as a small article in their newspapers or television or radio or anything, right? So what happened was on January 3rd, 23rd, sorry, just about 6 days ago, um, there was an attack in the in Edmonton. Edmonton is in a province called Alberta. So basically, this was apparently an all-out Gaza-inspired jihadist terrorist attack with gunfire and homemade bombs at Edmonton City Hall. Okay, and so security shows a man entering Edmonton City Hall wearing a commissionaire's security jacket, and apparently this man works for or worked, I should say worked. I don't know if he's still employed. Maybe he is, because who knows? Maybe they said, "Oh, it's not a big deal, so you should, you can come back to work." So, anyways, so he worked for the commissionaires, and that the commissionaires are the people who actually guard and provide security to the Edmonton City Hall, and they are across the country. It's a pretty big security company, and so this man works for the commissionaires. All right, so basically, the video shows that a man entered the Edmonton City Hall carrying a long gun and appearing to shoot it. Police say he was heavily armed. Okay, but no one seems to be talking about it much. This is the funny part. All right. Now, so basically, what happened was he entered the city hall, and it's almost like this potentially genocidal rampage was missed by the country, and nobody, funnily enough, nobody talked about it, and potentially he could have killed a whole bunch of people. He had a gun, and he could have killed a whole bunch of people. Okay, so when you compare the coverage, to the reaction of media and politicians on the truckers' freedom convoy, or the arrests and trials of Tamara Lich, Chris Barber, or Pat King, or the core of Coots, Alberta, for conspiracy to commit murder, it's a head scratcher how understated this particular incident has been so far when you weigh and compare the evidence. Okay.
Ron Banerjee says, Vinay ji, only country on the planet where everyone actively covers up the jihadi attack. Other nations do it too, but no one quite like this garbage nation, Canada, he says.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
literally the worst country on the earth. Never see such worthless
No, no,
nation, in
but the
my
thing
view.
is, I mean, no matter what, how much you want your votes, and you're not affecting your vote bank and all that stuff, right? End of the day, if there's a terror attack in the country, then that it's actually jeopardizing the safety of the people of Canada, the Canadians who live in Canada. So who are we protecting here? I'm not sure, right? So what happened here is way more serious than anything that happened with the truckers' protest. Truckers'
You
protest
got to
was nothing.
understand. But Vinay ji, let's face it. You cannot blame the PM for everything. I know you have a habit of doing that, but no, but he may be busy with other things too, right?
No, no, he
This
was
is
extremely busy. He was extremely busy, and sorry, I apologize for saying anything bad about Justin Trudeau. He's our prime minister and very loved prime minister and beloved prime minister of our country. He was poor guy. He was very busy, and he was attending a women's hockey game that day. So
oh my God.
obviously he was very busy, and in Ottawa, and he basically tweeted later that he said, "Oh, what a fantastic game, Ottawa! You fought hard and played tough, and like you've done at every game so far, you've shown countless other women that they belong on the ice too. Keep making history and keep making us proud." Those were his words. So obviously he was,
LGBTQ, LGBTQ,
yeah,
BYA.
he was very busy that day. So,
Hmm.
the irony is at approximately 10:18 a.m. on Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024, a male parked his vehicle in the City Hall underground parkade, then entered the building from the parkade access. Okay, this is the report from the Edmonton police. And once inside the City Hall, he lit several handheld incendiary devices, okay, believed to be Molotov cocktails. You know Molotov cocktails, right? So they he lit those, and that caused one small fire outside an elevator. He then fired several rounds from a long gun into the ceiling. They don't describe what kind of gun it was, but it says is a long gun into the ceiling, walls, and windows. Thankfully, no one was struck by gunfire, and the brave security officer knew what to do, and immediately he got surrounded, and the male then dropped the firearm on the floor and surrendered to a city hall security commissioners. So he surrendered to one of his colleagues who detained him
So
until
does the
police.
male have any name also?
I believe there's a name. His name is Bezani Sarwar, and apparently he is from Afghanistan. Okay, so he came to Canada in 2012 from Afghanistan. Okay, and this man Bezani Sarwar, himself a Canadian Corps Commissioner Security Guard. Um, you know, he was in an orange jumpsuit. He made his first appearance in court on Thursday and has been remanded to police custody until February 2nd, when a bail hearing is expected to commence. Okay,
So
so,
he may
so
be out in a
he
bail
may be
too.
let out on bail. Who knows? I don't know that. So this is basically the background of the whole thing that happened.
So the freedom convoy people didn't get bail. They were their account was frozen and all those things. But these people can. Do you see this as a complete double standard, messed up priorities? How do you
Oh,
see?
like I said, it's all about vote bank, right? Like creating a vote bank, because this is part of he's part of a community which is pretty significant in Canada. It's 4.5% of the Canadian population are Muslims, and obviously the Trudeau government is basically protecting the vote bank that they have created among the Muslims. I mean, you got to understand that not all Muslims are terrorists. Not all Muslims are like this. Not all Muslims support all this. But at the end of the day, Mr. Trudeau thinks that if he alienates one person, not even, I'm not talking about a bunch of people, just one person in the community, then the entire 4.5% of the population will not vote for the Liberals ever again. But he's wrong, actually, because he has to
Means,
understand the pulse of the.
he is not going to get the vote of the 4.5%. I'll say why. Canada has stopped funding for UN just because one staff was involved in the rape of the Jew, uh,
Mhm.
hostages over there. You know that, right?
Yeah,
So you are going to lose it all. You are going to lose the Jew vote. You are going to lose you are already lost the Hindu vote. Means
exactly. I mean, like, the funny thing is, same thing with the Khalistanis, right? Like, they think that
Muslims are not happy. He was chased out of the mosque.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they think the entire Punjab community, that is, I'm talking about Mr. Trudeau and Mr. Jagmeet Singh. They think that the entire Punjabi community will not vote for Liberals if one person in that community is maligned or whatever, right? But what they don't understand is a Khalistani is a Khalistani is a Khalistani, a terrorist. Okay, that is implied. And now, if the person says, something against or whatever, he commits a crime against the government, they have to arrest him. The same thing here, because they have to come and and say something about it. And this person, actually, this male, this Bezani Sarwar, apparently just moments before he attacked the city hall, he actually taped something on video, right? And these were his words: this corruption into this genocide that is going on in Gaza and throughout the world, inshallah, if God wills, we will rise against you guys and will put you on trial. He also said, Salam alaikum, brothers and sisters. Before I do my mission, I want you all to know that I'm not a psychopath. I do not believe in bloodshed. I am not one of those monsters that hurt children, that hurt innocents, and that promote wars all around the civilization of our society. I am just tired of seeing the tyranny and corruption that taking over our society and our lives. So this is basically what he said. And police say that it is aware of a video circulating that may be related to this incident. So this video, he has his face there, and I watched the video, and he's talking about all this what I just said.
And
But
police may
still,
also say, he is a psychopath who claims himself not a psychopath.
exactly. And police are saying that there is a video, there may be a video that is related to the incident, and investigators are reviewing this video. So they said that. And our officers are working closely with our national security partners on this investigation. Edmonton Police Chief Dale McPhee said, and I would like to reassure the public that we believe there is no further threat to public safety at this time. And the police will continue to update Edmontonians as it progresses. We believe
But,
this
but
individual acted alone and there are no other accomplices. So that's another thing that they made the statement, right?
yeah, but Vinay Ji, Canada in fact is against, gives a lot of their points against Israel. They say that we stand for Gaza. So why attack Canadians?
Yeah.
It looks like Trudeau is playing for Gaza anyway.
No. Even Hamas leader today appreciated the Canadian government for taking a stance on the ceasefire in Gaza, and he was very appreciative of the Trudeau government. I mean, like Hamas is a terrorist organization, as we all know, and he said that. And this is what they want. They expect that all the Muslims are terrorists, and that is the unfortunate part what Trudeau is taking. And he wants to make sure that all these people are supporting the Liberals. But what he doesn't understand is that a majority of Muslims are peace loving, and they don't want this terrorism and stuff like that. But unfortunately, this man is kind of completely, I don't know what he's thinking.
But he never made any statement about this
Nothing.
issue.
No statement. He
Nothing.
made a statement on the hockey.
Yeah, but he never made any statement on the attack on the temples. He never made any statement on the
Nothing.
attack on the Hindu business owners. Nothing. Yeah, he has a way to handle things, but you
Yeah.
know. But anyway, thank you, Vinay Ji, for shedding light on this, and
Thank you, Ji.
it's unbelievable. Who do you think is the main culprit? Do you also blame Justin Trudeau, or you think uh, he is not responsible for
No,
it?
he's
Canada
not.
is responsible.
Trudeau is not responsible because he was watching hockey that day. So I won't blame him.
Today you are in full swing. Anyway, thank you, Vinayji, and looking forward to talk to you very soon. Till then, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Jai Sri
Thank you.
Ram, Jai Sri Ram.